the beautiful thing about growing in self-knowledge is that the accusations of others no longer surprise you. Because it's got nothing on what you already know. It's like, oh no, you have no idea how deep the depravity goes, but how deeper the grace and the love goes.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Do you know the story? Was it St. John Vianney? I think there was a petition going around his diocese to get him laicized from the other clergy. And the petition was something like, John Vianney is not worthy in any such way to be a priest of the Holy Catholic Church, something like that. And it got to his desk, and he put his name on it, passed it to the next person.
Glory.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who is worth? What? Of course. Yeah. If we cannot all put our name to that petition, we know not who we are.
But that's what you're talking about, like this inability to look at it, because I don't want to. My fear is that that's me, right? That
my fear
I'm a
is
snow-covered dunghill. That's the fear.
That's right.
And so
that makes me
snow
unlovable.
has to be white, and everyone needs to tell me that it's white.
Because
if
it's not
through this shit, there's something even more pure. That's the thing Luther missed, right?
Right,
Maybe?
right.
We're dung-covered snow hills, not snow-covered dung hills.
Luther thought we are snow-covered dung hills, but we are dung-covered snow hills. That's right. That's the right way to put it. There's something beautiful in there that's been smeared.
That goes deeper.
That goes deeper. But guess what?
Yeah.
It's not, oh, let me just get to the good stuff and then I'll love you there. Mm-hmm. It's the ability to see the whole messy, bloody picture and say, I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
And my wife taught me this. This was before we got engaged even, and we were it's in the stage of your relationship where you're like showing one another your childhood pictures and stuff.
Okay.
And I brought this big photo album over and flipping through it, and I somehow, I don't know, wasn't even thinking that there are 4 years worth of pictures in this photo album of smoochy-coo pictures from this girlfriend that I had had for 4 years. And Wendy had known the history there, and I said, oh, sorry, let's get through this. Let's get through this. And she's, whoa.
This is part of your history.
This is part of you.
Yeah.
Let me see these pictures. I want to see these pictures. This is part of your life. So here's how I had made sense out of my life to make myself lovable. Because in my perfectionistic view of the world, your imperfections make you unlovable. Your sins make you unlovable. Your brokenness is very unattractive and very unlovable. So here's how I had made sense of it. I said to Wendy, I know we got to look at this. I have a sexual past, a very broken past. I said, here's how I understand it. I could understand that you could love who I've been for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even expect you to love who I was back then. And I was expecting her to say, oh yeah, that makes sense. And she looked at me like, what? She said, you can't split your life in two like that. She said, I don't love that those things happen, but most of all because I know they caused you so much pain. And I'm like, she said, I don't just love who you've been in the last 5 years, I love you. I was like these two parts of my life that I had ruptured to justify myself as lovable, because in my mind, there are two categories. You have lovable people and you have unlovable people. And ... makes you unlovable. Well, I have all the ... in my life, so I'm unlovable. But for the last 5 years, I haven't been doing any ... so now I'm lovable. That is not the gospel paradigm. His love was shown for us in this, that while we were still sinners, God sent his son.
Yeah.
Right? In the shit, we're loved.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah.
In it. We're loved in it.
Do I have to get out first?
No.
Okay.
You're loved in it. You're loved in it. My spiritual director summed up my whole neurosis. This is about 6 or 7 years ago. And you say shit a lot, so I'm giving myself permission to say it. Here we go.
Well, I think Paul says it.
He does. The word shit is in the Bible, and it is.
Falma? What's the Greek?
We translate it rubbish, and it's rubbish to translate it as rubbish.
Right.
If I do say show myself.
Yeah.
Yes, he says, I consider everything so much shit compared to what?
The surpassing
glory of knowing Christ.
Yeah.
So my spiritual director, plain talker, straight shooter, love him for it, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, says, Christopher, you think a saint is someone who has his shit together. No. A saint is someone who has all of his or her shit open to the merciful love of the Father. Game changer in my life. Game changer. Changed the whole paradigm.
Really?
Changed the whole paradigm. So you said, what's different in the last 10 years in my ministry? That's different. That's what's different. For the first 10 years, I was trying to cover up my shit so I could pretend I was the theology of the body guy and had it all worked out.
Yeah.
For the last 10 years, I'm a messed up dude.
God. And do you think, have you seen your ministry be more effective in
Absolutely. No question. Because there's more of an authenticity to it.
And because I can see your shit, I know you're not bullshitting me. Kind
correct.
Of thing. Yeah.
And it's not, I want to be just like him because look, he's got his shit together. It's oh my gosh, he made himself so vulnerable. He shared his shit. Maybe I need to look at mine too.
Yo, thanks for watching. You can watch the entire episode on YouTube if you want. You can listen to it at The Matt Fradd Show by subscribing on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And feel free to support me, patreon.com/MattFradd.